Would have been nice to have it as a sign tonight. Oh yes, bitch, he has some jasmine rice, and it would have been nice to have it as a sign tonight. You worry about my Rico, need to worry about Rico. Try to finna get repo. Worry about the double-headed dildo. Jasmine rice would have been nice to have it as a side tonight. Yes, for some jasmine rice, and it would have been nice to have it as a side tonight. Oh yes, bitch. You run around tweaking. What's up, everybody? Coach Eddie here from Eddie After Dark. Just had me a little flashback, child. We ain't gonna play ring their games over here. For every person I see live on this live, I need to see a hello in the comments in order for us to continue. Because what's the point of joining the live, coming on the live, watching this live, listening to this live, if you're not even gonna if you're gonna be in the bushes? So bush watchers, this is your time. It's clearly you up. You got your fat ass up to go make you a motherfucking triple-decker peanut butter jelly sandwich. Oh, yes, bitch. 2 pieces of bread with jelly on it with a peanut butter slice of bread sandwiched in between the two. Oh, yes, bitch. It's some grape Kool-Aid. Oh, yes. Because you extra greedy, bitch. So y'all hit the thumbs up button. If I don't see enough thumbs up on this live and enough comments on this live, I'm going to be logging on. I can get on tomorrow or the next day or next week sometime. I don't care. It's 2 o'clock at 2:30 in the morning. I can go to sleep. Okay? Your ass over here. I ain't over there. I better see some hellos. I don't see enough hellos. That means that y'all just doing, not y'all, them. Y'all just doing what hoes in the bushes do. And tonight I'm on my shit tonight. All right, I'm on one tonight. I'm not playing with y'all hoes. Y'all want to watch this live? Clearly you do. You crept your ass out that bed from under that no good ass nigga. Oh yes, you did, bitch. That nigga in there snoring. You wanted to get out of there anyway. You saw this notification come through, and you got your ass out that bed and went in there on that ratty ass couch to watch this shit in the bushes in peace. But bitch, you ain't gonna get no peace tonight. So I need for you to hit that thumbs up button and to put a hello in the comments. If I don't see that in the comments, I don't see enough of it, we not gonna proceed. It's just that simple, bitch. It's just that simple. What's up, Burn? What you doing? Burn, I saw your sister on here earlier. She was on here. Miss Lottie. What's up, Sunshine Flowers? Excuse me. Hi, Denise. Hi, Miss Dennis. Hi, Miss Townsend. Hello, you laughy face. Hi, Juan. Hi, Just Stevie. Is that Miss Reeves? Hi, Tanya Harvey. Hi, Miss Thomas. Hi, Nancy. What's up, Nancy? I haven't seen you in a while. Nope, 72 years old. Are taking a potty break. Okay. What's this? I'm gonna skip over your name, child. It's too late for me to try to pronounce that. Hi, Denise. Hi, Brown Juice. Ooh. Hi, Young. Jennifer. Sunshine Flower. What you laughing at? Hi, Miss Dorsey. Girl, I ain't seen you. What you saying damn to, Jennifer? Been waiting on you. Miss Lott, you was just on our live on Facebook. What you mean you've been waiting on me? Miss Lott says, say hey, everybody. I'm at work, ready to go off. Oh, shit. Who you going off for? Jennifer Lee, who you going off on? Hi, Robin Morris. Hello, sweetheart. She texted you that I was live, your sister? Very good. She passed the vibe check, sweetheart. We were just over on Facebook, in case you guys are wondering why I'm on so late. I mean, this is historically, this is a time that we would be on live with the night crew. I mean, we have, it's in the name, After Dark, bitch, Nandy After Dark. And historically, we would come on between the hours of like 12 midnight and 4 in the morning. Y'all know, because a lot of y'all work those hours and would be up, and this is how you would get through your shift. Many thousands of you, lots of you, and over the years. So this is our regular time slot, really. Hi, Miss Jones. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Victoria Winters. Why does that name sound familiar? Winters. Had hip replacement surgery in January and now a damn sprained ankle. I can't sleep well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Burn. I'm so sorry. Well, this is right up your alley then. Like I said, we were just over on the book, and I decided to come over here because I wanted to share some stuff with you guys. And the way that I was logged in and doing the live over there, I wasn't on StreamYard. So, oh, sorry. I wasn't on StreamYard, so I wasn't able to share the things that I wanted to share with you guys. There we go. Okay. So when last we chit-chatted over on Facebook, about 20 minutes or so, child, 20 minutes ago or so, I was telling y'all I had found a personal care home at Lakeisha's old address on Oakdale. And she doesn't live on Oakdale anymore. She moved from there. But I did a little digging while you guys were waiting for me to get online and found that business, the Jenkins family home at the 110 Oakdale Drive, that I told y'all about, of Lakeisha's. Let me level set right quick, because I realized that some people will be watching this live later and they won't have any idea what I'm talking about. So we were just on Facebook and I was telling y'all about Carmen's personal pit bull. Her name is Lakeisha Jenkins, Lakeisha Starr with 2 R's Jenkins. She is a nurse. She is a nurse, because some of y'all have asked, is she really a nurse? Like how I ask about Tae. Yes, Lakeisha is a nurse. Okay. She is a nurse. She's licensed and domiciled in the state of Florida, and her license is governed by the Department of Health of Florida. I told y'all this 2 years ago because I was going to report her 2 years ago for her conduct online, but I just let it slide because I let all of them over there live with the shit that they've done. I let them live. You know what I'm saying? I'm a generous queen. But Lakeisha did go live last night. She and Carmen were live, and she was talking about opioid addiction and trying to call herself embarrassing me, humiliating me, belittling me, shaming me, trying to make me shame child, and degrading me very much so. I felt very degraded by what she said. And it really hurt me really bad. I'm scarred by it. And, she went on record saying these things and called me a pillhead and was making fun of it. And, she had a good time. And Lakeisha's a nurse. Oh, yeah, she has an active nursing license out of Florida. And I did call the Florida Board of Nursing. And I do have that call. And they did give me some guidance on some things. They were shocked and surprised by what they heard. You can hear the lady say, wow, she's shocked. I don't know why people would play reindeer games with their professional license for some grown adults, to take up for some grown adults. I mean, I don't understand that at all. If you want to be friends with someone and support your friends and you feel like they're not getting treated nicely online or offline or at work or at school or wherever it is, then the best thing you can do for them is counsel them offline, on the side. Talk to them, advise them of how to tune it out. You need to tune it out. Yeah, I don't need to be following the pages that's talking about them, because that's not going to do anything but incite anger. So why do it? Why are you following these pages? And but Lakeisha has a lot. She has a nursing license to lose over this. She doesn't think that she doesn't take it seriously at all that she can lose her license. Sorry, I'm washing my hands. Child, I stay washing my hands. Um, she doesn't take it seriously at all that she can lose her nursing license. And so she goes online and she foams at the mouth and she uses the N word and calls people bitches. And one young lady, y'all know who some of y'all know who she is, a few of y'all, the lady who does the cartoons, Bernice, um, Lakeisha over the years have made memes and posts and taunting this young lady, and saying that she wanted her to unalive herself and making talking figureheads of this person, saying, I'm going to go and cut myself up some more, and just horrible things, things that are definitely punishable by law, 100%. And Lakeisha, she's a thug. She's a street thug, and you have to put that shit aside. And you got to put your thuggish ways aside when you are professional, and you have a professional license and you work professional space. And I'm going to help give her a good dose of reality. I don't know why Lakeisha would have her mouth on that lady who does the cartoons or me, because we're talking about Carmen. That's Carmen's fight to fight. It's not your fight to fight. It's if you want to be her friend, again, you can counsel her on the side. But to risk your license, you don't want a person like me. I don't know about anybody else on this internet and their ability, but you don't want a person like me digging around. You don't want a person like me digging around in your professional space. You don't want that, sweetheart, at all. You don't want a person like me doing that. Definitely. Because once I commit to it, I'm not going to stop until I get the results that I want. A couple of years ago, I did say that I was going to report her license, and I never did, like I said, because whatever, it's internet shit. Shit happens online. People who talked about me for years online. A lot of it definitely not fucking true. And, I just take it on the chin. But I really took what she said about me last night, about me and people who are or who have struggled with some type of addiction or dependency, whatever you want to call it. And, the fact that she has had her mouth on the situation and was making fun of it and, calling me names and shit around it. And, really just talking about me and my struggle, like as if I was, well, actually what she said was I was the bottom of the barrel is what she said, which I find that rich coming from someone who is married to a sex offender, a pedo. um Her husband, y'all already know this is not breaking news, but I did post on our Facebook page an updated picture that he took a couple of weeks ago, because every so often sex offenders have to go in and take updated pictures. So I did post his updated mugshot on our Facebook page, and I noticed something. I noticed that the address he has listed on that mugshot is different than, because the sex offenders have them by law, they must register the address where they laid their head and where they live. They have to. And so he had an address listed on that poster that I downloaded straight from the sex offenders website for Florida. Again, that's not breaking news. Everybody knows that he's a sex offender that's been out for a few years, but this is his updated mugshot and an updated address for him. I looked up the address and it's his mama's address. So he claims to the law that his registered address is his mama's address, which we know that's not true, because Lakeisha was just on live and I do have her on tape saying it. That on tape, I'm so old school. I do have her on record saying that he was there with her last night. It was 2:00 in the morning when they were live. He was there and he just ran out to the store for a second, but he coming right back, baby, because he want me still. I know he do. I know he was fucking around on me with my best friend of so many years, a girl I knew. But he back over here because I'll bust my ass working all these hours to pay all these bills, baby. I'm the nigga in this relationship. Oh, yes, you are, bitch. And if they find out that he living at that house where you at, your new address, because you ain't on Oakdale no more. They find out that's where he laying his head at. And he put on that form that he lay his head at his mama house. Bitch, he going to jail. Maybe that's what you want, because at least you know then that he'd just be fucking niggas in jail. He won't be fucking, your friend from across the way. You'll be safe in the knowledge of, knowing that. But to have her mouth on me, and this is crazy because I never said anything. I don't even talk about this lady at all. Hold on. Let's take a swig of water. I've ignored Lakeisha for years. I just let her talk. That's the biggest response you can give someone is no response. I don't respond to any of them at all, unless I want to. But no, I don't respond to them. I don't engage them. I don't entertain them. But her rant about opioids and calling me names and calling me pill heads and oh shit, hold on. Why did my phone time out? Hold on. Is it plugged in? It is plugged in. Okay. That really hit home for me. I did look up that business. So Lakeisha is under that address for the Oakdale Drive address. There is a business. It's a Jenkins family home business. It's a daycare. And it was established in 2000. So it's been around for 26 years. So that made me think like, this must be her mother's business. And sure enough, it's registered to Diane Jenkins. And all her information and all that stuff is on this public information, child. Lakeisha, why would you be online encouraging a young lady to end her life and making fun of someone who is very vocal about what they dealt with in the opioid space over the last year, 2 years, or whatever it's been? Why would you be online ridiculing people like that? We'd be online talking about Carmen and ridiculing her about her food, her ashy ankles, the clothes she wear, her teeth, whatever, fun shade. But to encourage somebody to hurt themselves like you did with the with Bernice, and then calling me a pillhead and talking about me and my so-called addiction, as you call it, child, is crazy work to me when you are a licensed nurse. Like, you can lose your license for that. Y'all go put it in Chat GPT. Can a nurse in Florida, because every state is different, can a nurse in Florida lose her license for her conduct online? Put that in Chat GPT or something like that. It'll let you know. Absolutely. I don't need to ask Chat GPT. I've worked in the healthcare space my entire professional career. And why you would have your mouth on a bitch like me, I don't know. I mean, you need to say that for whoever else, because maybe they might not, can't, whatever it may be. But bitch, I'm your Huckleberry. I got time, and I'm gonna put it through this time. Last time I didn't go through with it, but I will this time. So again, in case you're wondering, so Lakeisha is Carmen's. She's a nurse. She has a 2-year nursing degree, and she's also a thug and a real live piece of shit, for real. She is horrible. Like, I looked it up. I looked up her business. Also, she has her nursing license is tied to an LLC, which I knew it would be because she works contracts and stuff. So all that stuff is, you can look it up. To risk jeopardize losing any of that or all of that for Carmen and Tae is crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. But she her life, she has an LLC. I was talking about that. What was I going to say? It's 3:00 in the morning. I'm super sleepy. Oh, my eye is still healing. It's definitely still sore. I just ran my hand across my face and my eye got a sharp pain in it. But so the daycare is registered to her mom. What was I going to say about her license? Reporting it. I'll be doing that. Her husband's name is Alphonso, which everybody knows that's no secret unless you've been living under a rock. Her husband's name is Alphonso, and Alphonso is the bottom of the barrel. That's what she tried to call me. He and Carmen. Like you surrounded by people who are the fucking bottom of the barrel, bitch. You ought to know what it looked like. Okay. You are in it. Your damn self. But Lakeisha, I was telling you guys, for the people who weren't on Facebook, she's a nurse and she works contract jobs because, like Tae, she has a extensive criminal background. So she can't work like corporate jobs. She can't get credentialed, and such. So she works like contract jobs and they don't do much, if any, credentialing, or they fudge stuff because that's what these contracting companies do because that's how they get paid. And so she goes online and she goes on these tirades and she thinks that she is untouchable because nobody knows the contract she's working on. But we don't need to know the contract you're working on. All we need to know is this. Why you try to come for a bitch like me? I don't know. Like, are you dumb? Are you dumb, bitch? I'm so sleepy, y'all. Where is it at? Is it this one? No, it's not that one. It's this. I'll use this one. Okay. So I showed you guys, but some of you may be new or you may have forgotten or whatever. This is a new initiative, a new push. This is Lakeisha's. This is a copy of her nursing credentials. So her name is Lakeisha Starr with 2 R's. Jenkins. Starr is her middle name. The ID, that's her nursing license number. You can see it's out of Florida. And yeah, so that's basically all you need. I did call the nursing, like I said, the nursing board today, and they told me exactly what to do, how to get this in front of someone. I asked them, let me just play the call. I asked them how long it would take before this is processed because I don't want it to take a year, 2 years. They said at most 30 days. They said that they have people who work on these things diligently, was her exact words. And that, within 30 days, they'll have it resolved. I must say, doing something like this doesn't even bring me great joy. I do this out of necessity. It's necessary that I do this. Because, you going online, hold on, where are we? There we go. You going online and, fighting Carmen's battles tooth and nail, baby, calling me out my name, trying to make fun and belittle me and shame me for, for being hooked on opioids and, making fun of people's mental health and, bitch, are you dumb? She still has she calls herself she has a 2-year degree, so she has some education. I mean, she's not completely dumb, but she's dumb. Like, why would you risk the education that you did earn, that you worked for, and throw that away to do what? To look tough online? Like, be tough in your relationship. Toughen up on that nigga that's laying up with you that likes to play with little girls. Like, I'm not making this up. Go look at our Facebook page. I mean, and it's been out there, so it's nothing breaking. I just posted his updated picture, that he had to register with. But get tough on that nigga. Huh? He cheats on you. You got online and said that you caught him laid up in the bed with a bitch. Get tough for him. You got shit that you need to work out your damn self. And people could say that about me. Well, what about you, Nandy? You got stuff you need to work out. You talk about Carmen. My fight with Carmen is my fight with Carmen. I'm not fighting for anybody else to fight Carmen, or nobody's fighting with me or for me to fight Carmen. That's my personal beef with her. She lied to get me thrown in jail. I'm forever going to have a beef with her. Forever. And even before she told those lies, Carmen is a no good ass bitch. And I still was only doing fun shade with her. So what? We talk about, the fact that y'all motherfuckers follow people who talk about people, your favorite content creators talk about other people, and or y'all sit up on panels and talk about people, y'all doing the exact same thing that y'all say that y'all are fighting Carmen's battles for. That doesn't even make any fucking sense whatsoever. But to risk your livelihood over a bitch like Carmen and Tae is crazy to me. And the fact that Carmen would even condone it is crazier. Like, nobody over there got sense enough to tell that bitch, like, chill. Like, definitely don't fuck with Natty, because, like, she's that bitch. Like, she's the one that could definitely get your shit yanked if she wanted to. If she put the effort into it and the time into it. Baby, y'all already know what's up. So I don't even need to spend time convincing y'all, child. You already know. But, why throw it away? Why throw that away? And, like, in case you weren't on our Facebook Live, if I was still working in the corporate space in corporate America, I would never risk my job to be online in the way that I do. I know my mouth can be reckless. I love to cuss. Y'all already know this. And I know my mouth is reckless. I don't work in a jail. You know what I'm saying? In jails, they can cuss and carry on and do all that unprofessional shit. But, I've always worked in a very strict corporate space. So I would never take my conduct and my personality and this persona that I have, I would never put that on display. If I were working in a corporate space, I would have way too much to lose. The fact that Lakeisha is risking that every time she goes online, baby, that's like, why isn't someone talking to her and telling her, like, it's not worth it? Don't do it. And she'll get online and talk tough, but baby, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing to me, bitch, bye. Somebody said, I'm not going off on anyone. I was saying, damn, how you describe the ones in the bushes. Oh, I didn't say you was going off on anyone. I didn't think you were, and I didn't say you were either. Ms. Booker said, I don't understand why they be risking their livelihood exactly. And then Tracy said, isn't she an alcoholic? Yes, very much so. She has to drink. I mean, when you married to SO, SEX offender, when you married to somebody like that, and they also cheats on you, like they got a whole relationship for years with somebody, not just fucking somebody, but you got a whole emotional relation. You posted up at a bitch house. Okay. I did hear this a few years ago, but somebody reminded me of this story again today, and I appreciate them for reminding me, child. You posted up at a bitch house, so the story came out. Her nigga. And she went over there to get him, and they told her to go on away. They knew her. They all know each other. They grew up in a small town or whatever. And the parents were like, and he came to the door to my son, what are you doing here? She told the story herself online. What are you doing here? And, like, go home, bitch. Like, I'm fucking it's not your time. It's not your turn right now. Basically, is what he was saying. You worry about that. Like, I'm not understanding. Worry about your professional license, bitch. Like, how could you be on like, baby, fuck them hoes, fuck this nigga, this bitch, this pill-head ass bitch, and fat boy, that fat neck, fat head ass nigga. I mean, girl, this would be, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if you didn't have the credentials you had. I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, oh, it's just another ignorant ass bitch online talking a shit, whatever. But the fact that you got some education, I mean, you went to college for 2 years, at least, at most. You went for 2 years. You ought to know better. Why would you risk that? You'll be back selling drugs soon, baby, because you'll be joining your husband. I wonder if she knows that it's a shortage of nurses and chances are low for them. Chances are low for them for firing her. Just a thought that really wasn't nice. I wonder if she knows that it's a shortage of nurses and chances are low for them hiring her, firing her. Just a thought. What is that? I'm not sure what that means. Can you rephrase that? What does that mean? Uh, be aware that Andy doesn't play. She already knows. They don't care about no one but themselves, Carmen and Tae. That's true. Because why would you even encourage your friend to go live? Carmen was on this lady's live last night. I'm going to play a little piece for y'all. Carmen was on this lady's live. Don't go looking for it because I had the live pulled down. I reached out to Facebook. Yeah, they took that live down, as they should have. Like, you on there making fun of somebody's opioid addiction, dependency, being hooked on it, whatever it is. And you're a whole healthcare practitioner. Girl, you lucky I didn't get that fucking page yanked. Somebody said, why play with you? They know how you get down. That's true. I don't know. Don't poke the bear. You're right. Cause I never fucked with this lady. Ever. Ever in life. Please hit the like button. You guys, please hit the like button. Somebody said, get well soon, Miss Carr. Mm-hmm. Yeah, work ready to get off. I know that's right. Hi, Miss Young. What's up, girl? Nope, 72-year-olds are taking a potty break. So that daycare was registered to her mom, but even still, like that address had a registered address as a place where children were going for care. And Lakeisha and Alphonso lived at that address for many years. They lived there. That was their principal address. I mean, Lakeisha, she's not there anymore. She moved not too far away, but she's not in the house anymore. But there was a time that her husband was living in that house, who's a registered sex offender. And you're in the house that they're running a daycare out of. Girl, what? Miss Diane, now you know. None of them gonna give a fuck about jeopardizing their livelihood, huh? Somebody, Miss Booker said tips are greatly appreciated. Cash App, Chime, and PayPal. You guys, it is my birthday month. If you so have it in if you so see fit, tip the Cash App, you guys. Another thing they were talking about last night about me mentioning to you guys about the Cash App. And I find that very funny because Lakeisha was on her live last night begging like a dog for money for Cash Apps to help pay for a phone. But then in that same live, in the next breath, she talking about me asking my followers for Cash Apps. All she do is get on live and rant like a lunatic, a drunk ass rant, which she is. But she got her mouth fixed asking for Cash Apps. And normally I wouldn't even say anything because get how you get it. But don't worry about me getting mine, bitch. That's my point. She thinks that she can't be fired. She really does think that. Nandy, have you had your second surgery yet? No, not until next month, until August. I wish they would have done it sooner than later, but I was lucky to even get the August date because these cataract surgery is so common that all the eye doctors are, regardless of which health plan you have or which office you go to, they're all busy across the state, across probably the country, really, because it's such a common surgery. So I haven't had it yet, but I am scheduled for it. But thank you for asking. Hi, Sonia. She thinks that she can't be fired. That's exactly right. She thinks she can't be fired. She thinks it's a joke. And she thinks, oh, she said that before and she ain't do nothing. You're right. I didn't say anything before. I did say that I was going to report her. I did a whole 2-hour live on it. Shall I bring it up? The PowerPoint? Um, I decided against it because I'm like, fuck it. We all online and we all say shit and talk about each other, even though they have taken it too far with things that they've posted about me or said about me. I just let it slide. This right here that she said, nah, I'm not letting it slide because you didn't just offend me. You also offended most of the people who watch these lives. Carmen's followers are older people, and probably most of them take some kind of narcotic or have or will or have someone they're related to who have or will. So you didn't just disrespect me. You also disrespected my followers, Carmen's followers, and the general public, period. And as a nurse, girl, ain't no way I'd be playing my fucking nursing license like that for a bitch like Carmen. For anybody. For anybody. Let me play a piece of this call, child. Because Carmen was also on this call. Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. Carmen was also on this call. And Carmen was talking about Fat Boy. I'm not going to play the part of the call where Lakeisha was talking about and saying talking about the opioids and the pills and um calling herself trying to degrade me and everything. I'm not going to play that part because I don't want our video to get pulled, even though we're not on Facebook. But she was saying things in that video that was definitely a violation. It was a flag on the play, definitely. Facebook didn't even push back on me when I had that post yanked at all because it was a flag on the play. It was a violation, 100%. Same way she violating, the oath that she took for that nursing license. You can't get online saying that somebody is bullying somebody and then become a bully yourself. I don't give a fuck what justification they ever try to use. Like, oh, they just showing them what it feels like, giving them a taste of their medicine. That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. None at all. Whatsoever. You become the thing that you despise so much that doesn't. Come on. And the idiots even encouraging that and saying, yeah, that's what it is. Y'all just as dumb. All right, let me see. Is it on here? Which call y'all want to hear first? Y'all want to hear the call that I made to the nursing board today to talk to them and get some direction from them, or the call with Carmen on it last night, which is the same call that Lakeisha was on, but I'm not going to play that part. I'm going to hold on to that part and forward it to the people who need to have it. Or y'all want to hear Carmen talking her shit. They were talking so bad about Fat Boy. Carmen talking about how she can cook better than him and how he can't cook at all. Carmen, you forget that we know your ass can't cook. We know you nasty. You talking about somehow nasty he is and how nasty. And nigga got a whole housekeeper. He can't be that fucking nasty. Carmen just be lying and making up shit. I don't believe nothing she say. She just be lying. Man let you sleep in his house. Took you in. And that's the thanks he gets. These kind of people they are. Let me see. He asked for some jasmine rice. The nursing board. You want to hear her? Okay. Hi, Jennifer Lee. What's up, girl? Sunshine Flower said the nursing board. Okay. Let me take you down. Oh, hello. All right, let me see. Hold on. Battery on this phone. Oh, it's crazy work. Like you don't deserve to be a license. So get down into the work just a little bit. Who do I talk to about this? Disrespectfully and disgruntled. So I am calling because
Transfer you. All may be monitored or recorded for quality or training purposes. My name is Eli. I'm a virtual agent. I can provide information and resources.
My other phone.
Pertaining to the complaint process, unlicensed reporting, and more. How may I help you?
Customer service.
Okay, it seems like you're needing to speak to a person in the consumer services unit. Would you like me to check if there's someone available to speak with you now?
Yes.
Sure thing. Please hold while I transfer you. Thank you for calling Florida Department of Health Consumer Services Unit. Charlene speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, Charlene. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. What time do you guys close?
I'm sorry?
What time do you close?
5.
Oh, 5 Eastern time. Okay. So I am calling because there is a nurse who is domiciled in Florida. She got a license out of Florida initially. And she is always online, acting very disrespectfully and disgruntled. And most recently, she's been making fun of someone who was going through a opioid crisis and dependency. She called them pillhead, made fun of it, and ridiculed them. Absolutely not nurse conduct. I am a now retired healthcare executive, and I know a little bit about, policy and procedure. Just a little bit. Who do I talk to about this?
Well, in order to file a complaint, we have to have a complaint. We have to have a complaint in writing in order to get the Florida statute, make it legal, okay?
Okay.
There's 3 ways. One of 3 ways we can do that. I can either send you the complaint form through email.
Okay.
I can send it through regular mail.
Okay.
Or I can tell you where to go online to fill it out.
Oh, no. I can go online and do it. Her name is Lakeisha Starr Jenkins. Is there any way to look to see if she has any disciplinary actions against her in the system?
I'm not allowed to look that up, but I can give you the public website that will show that if she has any.
Oh, no. You mean nurses?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
so
I'm familiar.
Nurses, doctors, or any of them, any licensed practitioner.
Yeah, I'm familiar with nurses. I just thought maybe sometimes it's not updated. It takes a while to update, depending on the disciplinary action. But she'll have some after this, guaranteed. Making fun of someone's opioid addiction as a nurse. Now, if you're just a regular person online, whatever. But you are a healthcare provider, and you are online cussing, using the N-word, calling people pillheads and crackheads. Oh, yeah. We said what?
I said, wow.
Yeah, wow is right. Exactly. But not to worry. I know exactly what to do. And it starts with calling you guys. I want to make sure the process is the same because I did look into this process a few years ago. She's been carrying on like this for years, and I thought about calling to report it before, but I didn't because, whatever. I let people live. But, now you're getting a little too big for your britches, ma'am. You're a nurse. And you're talking about people having opioid addictions. You know how many people go through that, experience that, are suffering from that? Thank God.
Unfortunately, it's a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot. But as a healthcare practitioner, especially to have your mouth on anyone who's battling any kind of addiction, debilitation, disease, I mean, this is like diabolical. It's crazy work. Like you don't deserve to be a license. So get.
In Florida, and you can either use the whole word Florida or you can use FL, whichever way will get you right to the exact spot. I've tried both of them. Sure. You're going to put in Florida Healthcare Complaint Portal.
Okay, I do have that portal.
When you hit enter, it should literally be the first thing that pops up. It is literally going to go to Healthcare Complaint Portal.
Got it. I do see that. For a lot of states, I know that the State Department of Nursing handles disciplinary actions, but for Florida, I found out a few years ago that it's the Department of Health. So,
well, the board can help us review the cases, if that makes any sense.
Okay, so it still lies with the Board of Nursing.
It still winds up, but yes. Okay. If they find out if they violated any statutes, yes.
Okay. Because that's how it is normally. It's the Department of Nursing who handles that. So when I found out, because initially when I was going to file against her and had some other people reaching out to me wanting to do the same, the first thing I thought of it was the Department of Nursing, because traditionally that's who handles it. But then when I did some digging, I found out it's actually your department. It's the Department of Health. But what I'm hearing is that they work in conjunction with one another.
Yes.
Okay. All right, no problem. Well, we'll go ahead and take care. How long does it take for them to look into a complaint and all that? Because I'm going to use some context too.
Well, when you go through the portal, it'll automatically generate a case number for you.
Okay.
Now, I just tell people, and this is just a rough estimate on it, but I do try to tell them at least 30 business days.
Okay.
Depending on the investigator's workload, some can get to it a little quicker. Some, might be bogged down just a little bit. Okay. But just kind of bear with them because they do work diligently on the cases.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they do work diligently. I'm counting on them to do that. And I'm a partner with them hand in hand. I got a lot of examples for them. But we don't need people like her in the healthcare field, in the healthcare arena at all. You can have your opinions. You should keep them offline. So many people are impacted when you start talking about, the opioid crisis. It touches almost everyone in some way, either directly or indirectly. And to be talking about it, ridiculing a person, trying to shame a person, and carrying on around it is unacceptable for any nurse. And I'm going to see to it that it's addressed appropriately. So thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. You have a lovely rest of the day.
Thank you. You too.
Yes, ma'am. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The day.
Thank you. You too.
Yes, ma'am. So, so y'all heard the address for the portal to report. If you missed it, you can just rewind this back and go back through it. I also will post it up on our Facebook page as I did a couple of years ago, but this time I got the time, bitch. I got the time and the interest to do it this time around. You went too far. You don't put your foot in your mouth this time. All that big mouth shit and rah-rah that you be on. You, Carmen, even Tae, she pipes up, from time to time too. I just be letting y'all live. All of y'all, everybody over there. I let y'all all live and slide. All of y'all. Because I really don't give a fuck. But this is near and dear to me. Trying to make someone feel ashamed of something that they're going through mentally and physically is, as a nurse, it's not cool. It's not acceptable. And as a nurse, any other Joe Blow on the internet, I wouldn't even be addressing this. But you're a nurse, honey, and you ought to know better. You took an oath. You know better. And I'm going to make sure that I hold you accountable. How dare you talk about me asking for cash apps? This is my job, bitch. You have a job for now. But you still asking for cash apps and asking for help to buy a fucking phone? Bitch, I have two phones. I have my work phone and my personal phone. You can't buy a fucking phone? Huh? Okay, girl. Somebody had reached out to me, one of the teammates, and said that one of her girlfriends, homegirls, or whoever, knows Alphonso. Yes, he used to drive trucks or whatever the hell he was doing, turning tricks, driving trucks, selling drugs, whatever. And they said that they know him and know who he is. And I'll talk to them later tomorrow. And depending on what they tell me, if I believe it or not, because child, who knows? I'll bring it to you guys and let y'all know. Give y'all the tea on it, child. See if I can bring that person onto the show too. So why would you try to bark up this tree? It's a lot of other trees for you, easier trees for you to climb. This ain't one of them, bitch. We gonna see. You like to talk all that tough rah-rah shit. We gonna see what's up and what's really hood. We gonna see. We gonna see. You act like you don't care, cause that's her MO. That's what she'll do. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Report it. You can report me, cause ain't shit gonna happen. I ain't worried about it. Yeah, we got your ass now, though. We got you now, bitch. We got you now. The Carmen, the things that Carmen was saying on that live last night, they're not really even, worth y'all hearing and worth repeating. Basically, she was saying that, you know, the recipe is her own twist on it. And she didn't steal it from him. She stole it from somebody else, basically. She was calling Fat Boy nasty, which she's nasty. So I don't know why she was saying that. She was saying that he can't cook. We know she can't cook. So why are you saying that? Talking about she took over Beaumont. Why are you in Beaumont, Texas? This is my question. Bitch, you're leaving Houston, Texas. You are leaving Houston, where everything is hot, popping, the land of opportunity. It's a black mecca. You leaving Houston, Texas to go to Beaumont to work on your food truck? That don't why? You gotta ask yourself why the fuck are you so dead set on taking over this man's territory? You working in Houston. Why are you driving all the way from Houston? I looked it up. It's a 45-minute drive, damn near an hour drive. You driving an hour from home to sell what? Chicken wings? Wing flings? That doesn't even make sense. You know why? Because she can't work in Houston. That's why. She can't work, and she don't measure up to any of the real chefs there. And that truck he told us the truck it wasn't legal, which nobody's surprised by that. It didn't pass inspection. Houston had these rigorous rules in place, and I guess it's just easier to do business in Beaumont. The rules are a bit more relaxed. You can work out your dirty truck in Beaumont, I guess, but you can't do that in Texas. But I mean, like, really, you leaving Houston, Texas to travel all the way an hour away to sell hot dogs? Girl, bye. Okay, bitch. We know why. You can't work in Houston. You trifling. But yeah, Carmen and Tae. I mean, not Tae. Tae ain't got nothing to do with this for the first time. I'm pretty sure she was somewhere behind the scenes pulling strings, but Tay was not on that call that I know of. I didn't catch it at the beginning. Somebody literally told me that they were live online and Lakeisha was talking out her ass. So I went to go see. And sure enough, she was. And I'm glad that I caught it. I'm glad that I recorded it. I'm glad that I also reported it properly to Facebook. They did take that live down and they did put a strike on her page. And that's probably the last one she could get before they yank it. You can't withstand too many more, bitch. Why would you want to play with your page? Well, she's not getting any money off that page, but other people who might be getting money off other pages, why would y'all even want to risk it for Carmen? That doesn't make sense. If it's your own cause, I can see it, but Carmen's? Come on. So I did get that post removed, so it's not up. So ain't no need to go looking because it ain't there. But I do have it in its entirety. So, well, I don't know about its entirety, but from when I got onto the call or the live, I have it from there all the way through the end. They had some man on there talking about Fat Boy also. I don't know his name, but he was talking cold cash shit. And just in case you didn't see the live, in case you're on Facebook and you're watching this live, I do want to let you know, if you was one of those greasy hoes talking about Chandra paid me to come on my page so she can tell her story, you's a lie. And your mammy's a lie. Chandra absolutely did not fucking pay me at all. It makes Why would I be asking for Chandra? Are you there? Trying to bring on anybody who paid me would be a guest on the show, and they would be already queued up and waiting behind the scenes to come on. Not me trying to call her and figure out if I still even have her accurate number in my phone. I mean, that happened in real time. I hadn't even talked to Chandra on the phone. So when did she have a chance to pay me, and when did she have a chance to talk about being on the show? And if she had paid me, I would just say it. It's my fucking show. Chandra didn't even ask me to come on the show. For all of y'all, oh, she going from place to place. She went to Nandy's page. She came over here because I asked her to, because I didn't know the story. Like, I didn't know the intimate details of what was happening between Chandra and Nikki. I just heard rumblings of it. And since she was on in our comments, she was on my live. Now, was I live? Yeah, I was live. And Chandra was in the comments. And no, that's not what happened. Was I live, y'all, at the time? I know Chandra had responded to a comment. Yeah, I was. Chandra had responded to a comment, and then I went live and I read that comment and I asked Chandra if she could come on to the show and explain to me what the hell is going on, because I really didn't know. I didn't know if she was going to talk bad about Nikki, if she was going to spit facts, spit fiction. I didn't fucking know. All I wanted to know was that I wanted to know what she had to say, what was happening. Um, since I know the history between those two, I was curious what the fallout was about. And so I invited her to come on the show while I was live. Y'all heard me say, "Why? Hey, Chandra, are you around? Why don't you hop on and come on the live?" Like, y'all so used to people being so fugazi and setting shit up, like Carmen was last night. Talking about some, you're cause I didn't even know Lakeisha was live. Somebody texted me and told me you was live. She said that like 10 times, which I knew she was lying. 100%, bitch. You knew that lady was going live. Definitely knew, and you knew what the fuck she was going to say. You had a whole person set up to go on the show and talk about it. Talk about Fat Boy on her show. So you definitely knew. But yeah, it wasn't planned for Chandra to come on my show. She was in the comments. I invited her on. She didn't ask me, I asked her. And she gave me she tipped me, and I didn't even ask her for that. And I even told her on the air, what? You want to tip me? Y'all can hear the genuine, like, y'all so used to people being so fugazi. When y'all hear and see a real one, y'all don't even fucking recognize the real shit when you hear it. I even said on the show, like, what? You want to tip me? What's my cash app? Why would Chandra be asking for my cash app? If she paid me to be on the show, she would already have my cash app, wouldn't she? Dummies. Y'all be saying some of the dumbest shit. Not y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The people who say the dumb shit be saying some of the dumbest shit ever. You really do. But yeah, I let her come on the show. And it came to my attention afterwards. It's still there, y'all claim she wasn't telling the truth. I don't know what the fuck she was saying. And I didn't encourage Chandra to say anything. I just wanted to hear what the lady had to say. And since I do have a page, I let her say what she had to say. If Nikki had been in my comments that day when I was on live and I was reading the comments, and Nikki was saying something about Chandra or whatever it was, if I got alerted to the fact that they had to be, I would have let Nikki come on the show too. And Nikki even said, because I went to go look at Nikki's show to see what her response would be. After I did my live, she said that she was in my comments. And Nikki, I didn't see you in the comments. So, I mean, my vision still is definitely not 100%. My eye is still healing. And I only got one, they only did one eye. They scheduled me for the next one next month. But if Nikki had been in the comments, I would have let her come on the show. I would have asked her to come on the panel and tell me what the hell is going on, because I wanted to know. That's it. That's all. I wasn't trying to get lies or trying to encourage somebody to say some shady shit. No, nigga, I wanted to hear what's really good, like what's going on from either side. It just happened to be Chandra who was in my comments. So no, the fuck, she did not pay me to come on my show. And if she had, so what? No, or something else. Y'all ain't got no fucking common sense whatsoever. You saw the whole exchange. Me trying to call this lady. Me, yeah, I know how I run my show. When I have somebody on, like an official person, she clearly wasn't there in an official capacity because she was out with her sons at a whatever kind of game, baseball, football, whatever it is. What season? It's baseball season, whatever it was. If she had paid to come on my show, she would have been sitting at home. We would have planned for her to be sitting down, undistracted, and not out and about and running the streets. Yeah, I say some of the dumbest shit, and I run with anything. Um, you back? Hi, welcome back, sweetheart. Hi, Miss Coleman. What's up, baby? Uh, do 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 do. Yes, you were. You asked, and we wanted to hear her. Yes, yeah, you asked us. Yes, exactly. Thank you for reminding me of that. Hi, Miss Ransom. That's exactly right. She better get a government phone. I even asked y'all, hey, y'all want Chandra to come on the show? I did ask y'all that in the comments. It was very impromptu. And anybody with half a brain cell could see that that's what happened. Not, oh, she's paid dandy. She's jumping from place to place. Anybody. First of all, I don't let any fucking body come on this show. Y'all know that. Because if I was interested in just anybody coming on, all the shit that's happening with that LaTrue shit, I don't even attempt to get into that. That's not in my purview, as I said before. That shit's not even in my purview. Like, it's not in my wheelhouse. I'm not interested in that. I don't just let anybody. I let Chandra come on and would have let Nikki come on because I'm aware of them and I know their history. And I've had some type of interaction, be it online or whatever it may be, positive or negative, with both of them. So I'm familiar with their stories and their personalities and their character. So I don't know who else page Chandra was on. I don't give a fuck. I didn't ask her. I didn't go look to see. I could care less. I wanted to hear from her what the hell was going on. And she came and she told me. And y'all claim, some people claim that she came and told a bunch of lies. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no idea. But nobody really knows what be happening in these situations other than the people who are in the situation. We always say that. Shit, I don't have anything against any of these people online. Because I don't know any of these people online, personally. I have a personal beef with them. I don't. What's up, Center Stage? Hey, baby. How are you? Victoria Winters, why does your name sound familiar? You had a hip replacement surgery in January? I did not know that. And a sprained ankle. You can't catch a break, Burn. What else did I want to tell y'all? So yes, I will be reporting Lakeisha's license, and it doesn't even bring me great joy to do it. I wish I didn't have to do it, but this time around, I will do it. I have to do it because you're going too far. You and your bitch, we got a go too far button over here. There's certain things we just don't say. Like, I'm not going to wish death on somebody's kid. Shit we do. We have a too far button. You went too far, And I have to say that about Tae, because Tae was calling herself doing a little skit too about opioids and acting like she was taking a phone call about it and shit. But Tae, I'm gonna let you live, bitch. I'm not gonna get your license yanked. Not for this. Not for this. You have done other shit that I could get you on the hook for, though. That could lead to a felony for sure. Definitely. And that will fuck your license up. I ain't even trying to fuck people's life up like that. I'm literally on this internet to have fun shade against Carmen and Tae the same way they have their shade against Robert or whoever else. What's that? What's that couple? Whatever. People on the internet. We're all here talking about shit that's happening on this here internet. That's it. And if you don't want anyone talking about it, then don't go live and show it. That's it. Hmm. Uh, Jennifer Lee. I still don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. You guys hit the like button, please. She better get a government phone. That's funny. Sunshine Flower. Are you Sunny Sunshine? Carmen and Tae doesn't care about anyone but themselves. That's true. They will let somebody crash and burn. Like Tae let that nurse at that hospital she was at, Tae, crash and burn for sticking up her middle finger while she was on duty and encouraging her to get turned on her live and putting the camera on her while she was sticking up. I mean, and that girl got fired the next day. And Carmen and Tae put her on camera to beg for some money. Y'all got some nerve talking about somebody. They put her on camera to beg for some money, and we ain't never heard from her ever again. They turned her ass loose. So yeah, we know you got you fired, but bitch, go out there and make something shake, bitch. You young, you'll get another job. In my mind, basically. And it's the same thing with Lakeisha. She'll get her shit yanked, or at least get some type of reprimand. Yeah, I'm be pushing for the max, definitely. 'Cause you ought to know better than to be getting online. I mean, you can talk your shit, girl. Ain't nobody saying you can't talk your shit, but you know, you guys, such thing as going too far, and you went too far last night, bitch. You went too far. You know, um, no, you're not Sunny Sunshine. Okay, I'm just asking. Yes, you were. And we asked to hear you. Miss Ransom. Do we have any nurses on here? Even if you watch this during the replay, let me know in the comments. Leave a comment afterwards after the live is done. Let me know if you are a nurse. I'm curious because if you are a nurse, you are very well aware of what you can and can't do on and offline. Just because someone's not a patient in your care, that doesn't mean that you can't be reprimanded for your conduct. You know, I think Lakeisha said that a few years ago, like, y'all ain't my fucking patients. How y'all gonna get my license taken? Just so ignorant, girl. You see cops get fired all the time off duty. You see all kinds of people get fired outside of work for what they did that was caught on camera and put on social media. People lose their jobs every day over shit like that all the time. Not even clocked in at work. But you know, Lakeisha works on contracts, and it wouldn't make sense to go after to find out where she's working at and go after that contract because she could just get another contract. I'm gonna get that license yanked. That's what I'm gonna do. You don't deserve to be a nurse. Encouraging a young lady to take her own life, talking about me and trying to shame me for being hooked on opioids, knowing my story. Now, if I was just some old regular junkie, a lifelong addict, and somebody who was out here getting high, even then, you shouldn't be talking about anybody, honestly, if I think about it. But you went too far, bitch. You went too far. Why you want to play in somebody like my face? I don't know. But we gonna see. We gonna see who get the last word, bitch. Um, we'll see. You can go online and act tough and act nonchalant all the fuck you want after this. But we gonna see. Um, she thinks she can't be fired. You're right about that shit. We'll see. Oh, that's what I was asking. Is anyone a nurse on here? Let me see. Let me see who's on here. What time is it? 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's over 100 people in here at 4 a.m. Oh, oh, hold on. Miss Craw, that's a nice picture of you. Are you Igbo, Miss Craw? Are you Igbo? Or Yoruba? You might be Igbo. Um, Let me know on the replay, please, if you're a nurse. I'm curious because I want to know the nursing board. What about the nursing board? I want to know if you guys are, you know, licensed nurses, if you are aware of the regulations around, um, what's expected of you as a licensed nursing professional and your conduct online. I mean, you never. I mean, it's just crazy to even think about jeopardizing a nursing license to have a online fight with somebody that you don't even know. Um, she will learn today. We'll see. We will see. Cause I promise you, I'm gonna be like a dog with a fucking bone. I'm gonna be like a dog with a bone on this shit. And there ain't nothing she could say to try to talk herself out of it. Bitch, you're on tape, basically. Saying what you said about Vernice over the years, about me over the years, about me last night. You on tape. And the fact that I let you get away this long, bitch, you ought to be grateful. Did y'all see her husband's updated picture? Girl, you got the nerve to be talking about how somebody fucking look. Please. All right, you guys. I'm getting off. I'm sleepy. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I have a lot on my plate for tomorrow. Lots of phone calls. As y'all know, I work with inmates and handle all kinds of business for them. And I also, over the last month or so, put together a housing network for those same individuals to help them when they get out of jail have a place that they can land, instead of having to go to a shelter or go back to an abusive household or whatever. A lot of people in that situation. They're in jail for arguing with their spouse, and now they have a stay away order. They can't even go back to the house, even if they own that house. Their name is on the deed. They cannot go back to the house. So what happens? A lot of times they go to a homeless shelter or have to stay at a hotel or motel or whatever. So I've been putting together a network of homes where people who are discharged from jail can be safely and expeditiously discharged too. So they don't have to wait a couple weeks for an apartment. These are felon-friendly homes, uh, apartments, places to stay, and homes. They're actually homes. They're felon-friendly homes. So the landlords know that everyone who is referred to them are that they have a record, and so it doesn't matter if you have a record. They don't need a security deposit in order to move into an apartment these days. You need like $5,000. It's like a lot of money. You need first, you need last. It's a substantial amount. So I'm removing all of these hurdles that are put in place that prevents people who have, have some indiscretions in life and, got a record now, helping to remove some of the roadblocks, some of the barriers to keep them from things like housing and even jobs. I'm putting together um, a reentry employment network so that people who are released from jail, they have a job and they have a place to live. People reoffend and they repeat the things that they did, go back to familiar places and faces because they don't have structure. They don't have a job or a stable living situation. And so they wind up reoffending, and it becomes a very vicious cycle. So, I everything happens for a reason. As y'all know, I have a very, very strict corporate background. But I don't ever see myself going back into the corporate space. But I've acquired a certain skill set over the years, that I'm able to apply to this, to this new chapter in my life, this venture. And so far so good. It's definitely, it's been an amazing. It's so awesome, you guys, when you are able to help someone um, accomplish things that they otherwise wouldn't be able to accomplish if you didn't put the right resources in their direct path and it help them. In other words, it's a wonderful feeling. Happiness. I told y'all this before over the years. Happiness is what you get when you do something for yourself. You go out, you buy a new purse, you go out, buy a new outfit, you go out and have a nice steak dinner, whatever. You get happiness from that. But joy is what you get when you do something for someone else. Two totally different things. It's a great joy to do things for people who otherwise can't do things for themselves, or just to help somebody regain their footing in society and regain their dignity and independence. Because everyone is redeemable. I don't care who you are and what you've done. Every single person on this earth, as long as you have breath in your body, you have the ability for God to redeem you. You have the ability to be redeemed. So it's really been a very fulfilling journey thus far, and I know it's just going to continue to get better. So, you guys, I have a lot to do tomorrow. Very busy. I really appreciate you guys for you know rocking with me over the years, because it's been crazy. So I appreciate you guys' support over the years, and yeah, we're gonna continue to do what we do, and that is talking about fucking Grandpappy and Little Scrappy, two lying assholes who would go as far as to tell so many lies to get me thrown in jail, which is crazy. They conveniently forget that, or they gloss over that. That shit's not important. They don't care. Yeah, she did that, but so what? Nah, fuck that. I don't like people playing on my phone. No, fuck that. It's up and stuck. But yeah, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on a number of things. If you haven't seen the Facebook Live that we did about an hour ago, definitely go to Facebook. Our Facebook page is, of course, still 90 After Dark. Make sure you're following that. Make sure you're following the YouTube page as well. If you enjoyed the time that we spent together, we've been online quite some time. We were on Facebook for like 2 hours. We've been over here for what, an hour and a half, something like that. Let me see. I can't see. It's too small. But if you enjoyed the time that we spent together, definitely hit the Cash App up. It's Coach Nandi, CoachNandi. It is the Queen's birthday month, so I definitely appreciate all the love that you guys have been showing me. I appreciate all the tips. I appreciate all the support. And yeah, 1 million views in the last 28 days. In case you missed it on Facebook, I was looking at our statistics. I know people watch this page and they do so very quietly. They don't want me to know that they're watching, because either we fell out because they did some fuck shit to me, more than likely so, or something happened, whatever the case may be. Or, they just some hating assholes, and they just prefer to sit in bushes. So some people are just born to be bush watchers. I mean, that's just how it is. But you would never be able to tell by the the likes and etc. on the page. You don't want some of the posts that we get, but behind the scenes, over 1 million people in less than 28 days have watched our page or viewed our content on our page. Over 1 million people. in less than 28 days. That's a substantial amount of people. So I know you hoes watching, not y'all, them. I know you watching. You watching. Even though you'll lie like a dog and say you don't watch this page, you can't stand my guts. Stop fucking watching if you can't stand it. But you can't. I mean, that's psychotic to watch somebody who guts you hate unless you're getting paid to do it. I watch Carmen and Tae. I can't stand their guts. I can't stand them. But I get paid to talk about them and watch them. You hoes not getting paid, but you keep coming back and keep watching. Not y'all. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about. The ones who watch. And I'm not even gonna get into that. It's a whole nother conversation for another time. But thank you, bush watching assholes, because you definitely putting money in my pocket, even though you click on that. What is it that you click to watch somebody watch or whatever it is? Play. You hit that play button, and you don't say shit. You sit back in the shadows, one hand on your coochie, and one hand on the phone, bitch. I know you be watching. I know you do. You still put money in my pockets. So thank you, bitch. Y'all have a lovely night. I appreciate y'all. And if you're just watching this show for the first time, you're like, why is she cussing her followers? Why is she cussing at her followers like that? I'm not cussing at my followers. I adore my followers. That's for the people who listen. When you're an influencer, you have people who love you and people who hate your guts for whatever reason. That's any influencer. That's just how it goes. So I'm talking to the hoes who hate my guts but love to watch my content. That's who I'm talking to, right? Not you if you're a new watcher. Thank you for joining. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and follow, subscribe, set your notifications. I'm sleepy. Y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all in the next live. Bye.